Okay, we finally got a setup going on here. After a long time of research and figuring out what works, we went with the renogy 100-watt panel, aka two 50-watt panels together. These are water-resistant panels, plastic bumpers in the corner, which is nice, aluminum. I'm blowing my cords on that, but I did buy extra cables too because I have my Jackery here, Jackery 300. It's hella charged, it's still at 100%. So I charged it. It did take a while, but I had to find out what cable goes from the solar panel to here. And the reviews and asking questions on Amazon, everybody was super helpful. So this is the one I went with. It's MC4 to 8mm. As you can see, I can plug it into my Jackery like so. And there you go. Look at that. It's already getting solar. I'm literally not even in the sun. It's getting solar. It turned on by itself. But it's obviously pushing 0 watts because it's already full. So good job, Jackery, for realizing that. So if you plug it in, it turns off by itself and stuff like that. So that's nice. And then it'll turn back off. Now, they did have a 500-watt one, but they're super expensive. It would have taken longer to charge. And then you got to buy the bigger solar panel, which is also like double the money. So I went with this guy. It's got 2 plugs, a 12-volt, a faster USB, a Qualcomm, which I'm sure nobody has, and then a USB-C, which is 60 watts, which I also had to buy 2 Anchor USB-C to USB-C cables. That's fine. They're $20. And there she goes. You can turn everything on by itself if you want. This one actually has fans built in when you plug it in. So if you hear something weird, it's a fan. And there you go. But back to the panel, which just arrived today. It's 2 50-watt panels. Comes with this like canvasy. It's not completely hard, but that's what she said. And it's got like a felt lining, which is really nice to then throw on that. And then this is 27 pounds. So basically it's 50 watts and 50 watts maximum. But the reason I want this is because it doesn't have a charge controller on the back, which I'll show you. Because I don't need one because it's already got one built in. And they don't make a 200-watt one without it, so I had to go with the 100. And I didn't want no huge, crazy solar panel. It's going to be heavy, and these get expensive really fast. So, and I went with the smaller one. That way this will charge easier. This is cheaper. Everything's cheaper. It'll work just fine. I think you can charge your phone like 30 times in here, so I think we're good. This is 300 watts. This is 100, so basically this will keep this thing topped off if I need to. Or as long as you're not using 100 watts, you can charge it and use stuff at the same time. And this cable also extends it, as you can see. So these have good brands on Amazon. And then obviously your renogy one stops right here, and you plug in yours. And I'll flip it around right now. That's really nice. Glass, everything's, the build quality is like amazing. This is actually cheaper than the Jackery one. Has a better warranty, and it's water resistant. So if you're thinking about like 100-watt panels, make sure you look at renogy first because the reviews are better too. It's all aluminum too, spring-loaded handle. So I'll flip it around now. Had to redo this video because a scammer called. He's gonna press charges on me. Usual BS. And they've called me like 3 times in the past month. And it's funny because last time I said, "Oh no," I was on the phone with him like 20 minutes. It was funny, but nonetheless, here's the back of the panel. He couldn't, like, he called. Sorry, but he called and, he pressed 1 to speak to somebody. And he's like, "How may I help you?" And it's like, "What do you mean? You called me?" Like, retard. So I said, "I don't know. You called me. Now I'm in trouble." And then you just hear, like, dead silence for, like, 10 seconds, and he hangs up. Back to this. Here's the specs. It's got aluminum things. You just pull them out if you want to stand. It's got a little knob here. Just loosen it. So you can tilt your solar panel whichever way you want to go. Tighten it back up. Everything fits in here, but the wiring. You want to take the wiring off here, because it's probably too long. But this is why I want this one, because 2 for each panel, and then it goes into 1 cable. The 200-watt one has like a charge controller and a cable that goes into each one, and then a cable off each side. So it would have been more expensive to deal with new cables and all that stuff. So everything's aluminum, spring-loaded handles, as you can see. Nice build quality. Which is weird. I don't know why they have holes here and not anywhere else. I think I just got a piece of metal that they were starting to build, and they said, F it, we'll just give it to them anyway, it looks like. So I don't know if anybody else has a renogy like that, but that's weird. So nonetheless, everything's metal, waterproof. Let me turn on light so you can see these connections better. Nice and gooped up, sealed. For the most part, sealed. I'm not sure if these are water resistant or whatever, but the front is. So it's very simple, as you can see. And I bought 2 packs of these just in case. Good reviews. As you can see, the cable's super long. Most of their cables are not very long. So it would be an MC4 to 8mm, because that's what the Jackery is. 8mm. And yeah, you just fold it up in there and you're good to go. This folds in like this. Put all the way against the cables, and then there you go. Put the cables inside. It has latches built in, which are really nice. And you slide it in here. Everything's got a zipper on it. And they're cutting down trees or something over there, so it's going to be quite loud. And there you go. It's not like a super hard case, but nonetheless, it's nice to have some protection when you're putting it in your car. And there's how the panels look. So, yeah. Cheaper. This was cheaper than the Jackery 100-watt panel by like $50. And it's water resistant. And it's got aluminum frame, better warranty, so I went with this one. It's got all metal frame too. The Jackery has like a fabric one, and people are saying it falls apart pretty easily, so I think renogy is out of California too, so that's a bonus. If I need stuff, they'll ship it fast. It's got your part numbers and stuff like that, but really nice. You can see how thick the glass is. So this is cool. I'm going to test it out this weekend going camping. We usually go up Friday and come back Sunday because we're trying to work Monday, but if we want to stay longer, I'm sure we could pay like the extra $15. But yeah, there she is. I bought off Amazon too, if you're wondering. Amazon, excuse me, takes PayPal Pay in 4. So it splits the payments into 4 instead of paying like, I think it was like $280 or something with tax and everything, $260, $270 around there. I could double check and leave you a link. But it splits them into 4 payments instead of paying all at once. And it takes a little bit longer for it to go through. But it was like the same day, I think, or the next morning that it said, oh, we accepted your PayPal and Pay in 4. And then, of course, Walmart isn't the fastest shipping. It took like 3 or 4 days. I could have ordered this on Amazon, but I would have had to pay full price all at once. So FedEx shipped this. It's not really damaged, except for right here, which is not a problem. I'm not going to freak out about that. It's just a little plastic corner, but it's kind of worried it'd get damaged in shipping. But as you can see, it did not. The build quality is great. So this is obviously just to top off my, I'm not a math whiz. I don't know how long it's going to take to charge my Jackery 300 on this, but I'm sure all day if needed. But it's just, I bought this just to top off or for emergencies.